Imagine that love for the son.
Correct.
It really sprung forth all these little the initiatives of motherhood.
Like they're scared na, oh my gosh, do I have enough love inside of me to
yes.
give? And then they realize, oh my gosh, my heart can grow pala.
I guess you have to be like, and
so,
people believe in your capabilities,
correct,
right?
Yeah. So parang isa lang yung nakapasok. Hey Protons, positively charged beings, this is your life coach Kimilu, and I would like to welcome you to our newest episode, our newest series on Life as a Party, Celebrate It, because I am celebrating a very special guest right now who is not based here in the Philippines anymore, but she's here right now, so we are so honored to have her on our vlog today. And I'd like to welcome Miss Janice Villanueva of Mundo. Yay! Hello, have a seat please. Yay, thanks for being here. I wasn't able to tell everybody in the intro that you have been doing this community, they call it community work, for 25 years already. But before all of that, okay, I ask everyone, even on IG Live, right? I ask people what they're grateful for today, like 3 specific things you're grateful for.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you, and that's one thing I'm grateful for, of course.
Yes.
Not only that you thought of me for your amazing show, which I watched from Canada, but that we have time together.
Yeah,
because every time
super.
I come, we try to make time. And you've always been there I always say, in the different milestones of my life.
Yes.
So that's one.
Yeah.
The second thing is being here in the Philippines, being able to spend time with my son, and then with my mom, and also the community.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Well, we are so grateful that you're here, that you said yes, that you made time, you carved out time, because she has limited time in Manila, but we were able to book her. So thank you so much for this one. Okay, I really want to get to know you. I want everybody to get to know you. I don't even know like your childhood, all of these things. And I'm always curious about how a trailblazer like you grew up. Like what's a child trailblazer? What does it look like? Parang how did you grow up? Parang ganyan. Because I'm sure there are moms out there who want their children to also be able to carve their own path, be a trailblazer, be an innovator, all of these things. So could you share like whatever drops in right now for you? Like what would it be?
So I've never been asked about my childhood actually.
Okay,
very rarely.
Yes.
So I grew up the 6th of 7 kids.
Wow, okay.
So we're a big family.
Yes, yes.
My parents were entrepreneurs, so we grew up in business. My dad had a printing press and a hospital.
Yes.
And then the family business was in garments. So I was exposed to
business.
Really entrepreneur. We're part Chinese.
Okay.
So mostly Chinese actually.
Yes, yes.
So it was in that environment of entrepreneurship, of innovation, and I guess really trying to create your own mark in the world. Realizing that now that's the environment I grew up in. Being the 6th, even if my father was authoritarian, old school style of parenting, very strict rules, especially with me. We were still, being the 6th, I was given a lot of freedom because hindi na ako napansin. Like, I was like,
oh my God! Wow! Ganon.
Like, she's there. So, I guess that gave me a lot of freedom to like explore and play and just be myself.
So you weren't like mentored by your parents, like they just let you and you Parang it was
Yeah.
innate, do you think? Or it was the
Actually,
environment?
yeah, well, I grew up with a lot of siblings and a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was also very insecure. I was an insecure
Okay,
kid because I had very strong personalities in my family.
Okay.
They're all like until now really
Okay,
strong. So I like to stay in the background.
Okay.
Just do my own thing.
Yeah.
And as I grew up, I never thought that I would set up my own company.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of us, parang we grew up thinking we'll just go to corporate.
Right,
And
yeah.
I wanted to be in advertising. That was my big
Yes.
dream. But I guess the seed of entrepreneurship was there without realizing it. But I wasn't confident enough to say that, oh, I'm gonna like, as you say, trailblaze something.
Yes,
or
yes.
anything at all.
Yeah.
It was really not something that I actually predicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sometimes, diba, when you're an entrepreneur, you'll say, oh, as a child, I sold this or I sold that. Did you
Yes.
do anything like
A
that?
lot, a lot.
Okay, what was their
Yeah.
first venture?
That's a fun topic. Okay, so my father had a printing press. So we would print the calendars of like Mercury Drug and then
Oh, okay,
the
yeah.
menus of
Yes.
Philippine Airlines. So I would proofread. I was
Yes.
a proofreader. So it was weird that I could spot a typo on the way.
Okay,
Skill.
yeah.
And then the paper, the scraps, I would pad it. And I count.
Yes.
I count with the paper. And
Okay.
then I pad it with glue.
Yes.
The red padding glue.
Oh, okay, yes.
Because I was also a crafter, so I like
Okay,
doing that. And then I would sell it to my friends for people who sketch. At
Okay.
the time, you couldn't buy pads
Right.
for some reason. So I would sell it
Okay.
for fun. And then
How old were you then?
I was in grade school, elementary.
Elementary.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And then as I grew up, my lolo, my grandfather, had a garments factory. So we would make sweaters, knits from abroad, so foreign brands.
Yeah.
And he would give us the overruns, me and my cousins.
Okay.
And we would sell those at the back of our car in the school.
Okay.
And our teachers would buy. We were kind of popular in school.
What was it? It was
sweater, like
sweat.
cardigans
Okay,
and
okay,
sweater
yeah.
pullovers.
Oh wow.
And then we would have a sale in each of our homes. So we were I think 12 cousins, and then
Yes.
every home.
No puhunan needed because it was given.
My mom and our aunts charged us a little bit.
Ah, wow. Para real na
Yeah,
entrepreneur.
yeah.
Okay,
And then
okay.
we used to sell the sweaters in the house, our garages, and we earned a lot of money.
Wow.
As
okay,
kids, like
okay.
we were really happy with that. We had,
Okay.
Some of us saved the money.
Yes, I was gonna
And
ask,
some
like,
of
what did
us-
you do with
Yeah.
yours?
So even then, we were maybe pre-teens. So the ones who saved the money and invested, and then the ones who spent the money. Until now, you'll see that.
Okay.
Like I know
Who
my
will
cousins
spend?
who saved and
What?
invested.
Who were you?
I spent it.
You spent. Spent it on what?
I spent it on kid
Whatever.
things. Yeah.
Ah, okay. But that's great, no? To have also the support of the family, and it was a
Yeah.
family thing.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you went to the houses, and they
Yes.
also supported and bought.
Yes, and
That's
we
good.
we learned also like sales. Like we really learned a lot, like sales.
May
products,
resibo,
bills,
ganyan.
may resibo, and then of
okay.
course splitting the funds, paying the
Yes.
cost,
Oo.
advertising it.
Ah, okay.
It's a lot of fun.
That's a
yeah.
good tip for all of the parents
Yeah.
out there to, I guess, surround their children or support their children.
Yes, yes.
In the sales
The environment.
endeavors, the environment.
Yeah, actually with
right?
mompreneurs now,
Yeah.
a lot of mompreneurs are, di ba moms have a lot of guilt.
Yes,
So mompreneurs usually, if it's home-based, they get guilty that they can't play with their kids if they're working. And then I
Yeah.
always say, they're learning from you even if they're just watching you. Or in that environment alone,
Yes.
you're already planting seeds.
Correct.
So, and that I
Ooh.
speak from experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Super love
Yeah.
that. Okay, so you were surrounded. That was your environment, and your family are entrepreneurs and all that. And then, at what point do you think you thought, okay, maybe I can start something of my own?
Yeah.
Because this was a family thing.
Yes,
Did you have a
yes.
solo thing
Growing
before
up,
Mundo?
besides my little sidelines, no,
Yes.
I did not.
Okay,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I was really just going through the motions of school, playing. I was such a kid, like really late bloomer.
Really? Okay.
Super late bloomer. And then after college, I thought I would be in advertising. So that was really the goal.
Oh,
So in my yearbook, it says, she will be the breakthrough in Philippine advertising.
well, you are a breakthrough for real naman. And also a different
my
kind
own
of
way.
marketing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But before that, I love talking about values.
Yes.
Maybe your top 3, because maybe they would want to know what values they can teach their children,
Yeah.
right? So that they can be a trailblazer like you.
Yeah.
So what are your top 3 values?
I would say creativity is one. Like
yes.
really not confining yourself like in terms of your ideas or the things that
Yeah.
you can do, or innovating things that exist, or maybe
Yeah.
thinking of what you can introduce to the market. Like really
Yeah.
just being creative and thinking out of the box.
Yes.
So that's one. And then the second one is being able to just enjoy and play. Like innovation should be about,
Wow.
it really should be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you overthink, that's when like you get hampered. And energy, we talk about energy, right? So it
Yes.
kind of blocks your flow and all
True.
that. And then the third, I always hinge on integrity.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I don't know, it's such a strong word.
Yeah, like I hear it a lot, but it's
yeah.
like, whoa, integrity. What does it mean for you?
So for me, it's integrity of being anchored in your value, like
Okay.
what's important to you and why you do things.
Yes.
And also doing the right thing. They say even if no one's watching. I feel like it's something I really take care of, and maybe that's why also I've been doing it long, and relationships are really
Right.
important. So
Yeah, speaking
yeah.
of relationships, I love that na-segue natin sa
na-segue.
relationship. Because I wanted to ask you how you are naman as a friend when, I guess when you were younger. That's also something interesting. Like, were you an introvert or an extrovert? Did you build
Yeah.
relationships as a young child? Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, so I'm an introvert. Actually, until now, I'm an
Yeah,
introvert.
you always say that's actually pala. But
Yes.
I don't believe it. So.
I'm an introvert, yeah. But I like talking to people and
Yes.
connecting. But I don't know, I guess ambivert, no?
Okay.
And then, but to recharge, I need to be alone.
Okay, yes.
So introvert at the core. Growing up, I was really, I don't na nga say shy. I kind of changed the story of being
Okay,
shy.
yeah.
In
So
my,
what's
the
now
last
the
few
story?
years. Insecure.
Ah,
I was insecure
okay,
kid,
okay.
but I was not. I had a lot of ideas, but I wasn't sure if it was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I guess as a mom, you
Yeah.
try to see that in your child, right? If
Right.
shy ba siya, or he just needs confidence to like present ideas. Things
Okay.
Like that.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, because I would say I was really shy, but actually, I was president of my org in
Okay.
high school and college. I was like, how could I have been shy
Yeah.
if I led
Right,
the group,
right.
right? So,
But also,
yeah.
as a president, people would vote for you, right?
Yeah.
So that means you were also liked.
yes, you have to be liked,
Yeah,
and
so-
people believe in your capabilities,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
So as a friend, it's important for me to really connect. Like I would, until now, my quality time is my
Yeah.
language of love.
Okay.
So I really spend time to nurture connections.
Right.
So that's, I think, a core value that I have. Add to my
Yeah.
three values.
For na ngayon.
Connection, for na.
Okay.
And then something like I remember a lot of, like I cherish memories. So,
Ooh.
so
you
like
have,
if-
or you really
yeah.
have a good memory.
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Because me, I'm like, really? I said that? How that happened?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a good
Yeah.
memory. But I think for me, it's more of the feeling together. Like, for example,
Yeah.
now, oh my gosh, I'm celebrating, I'm here with you. But our conversation will just fly. Yeah, like,
yes. Yeah. It's like shared experiences, right?
Correct.
So you bring that together.
Yeah, yeah.
And then being able to connect that way, like growing together is
Yes.
important to me.
Yeah.
So I guess that reflects on my childhood and even in my work
Yes.
as well.
And then you mentioned that you're a late bloomer. So I'm
Yes.
going to be chismosa now, Marites. In terms of, I guess, relationships, like romantic relationships naman, were you also a late bloomer?
Yes. And then the end. Because tapos na. Start
Oo.
na then end na.
And na agad.
because I only had one boyfriend, which was
Really?
my
Okay.
husband now.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, my first and only boyfriend.
Tell us your love story. I love hearing
Yeah.
the love story. So please tell us your love story.
Yeah, so my dad, as I mentioned, is very strict. So
Yeah.
I was not allowed to anything, like soirees,
Okay.
trips, nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Strict.
he had very customized rules. Since I was a shy kid, he protected me more. Because he thought
Okay.
that I would be more gullible, right? So I had stricter rules as opposed to my sisters
Okay,
who like
okay.
could go out.
Really?
And I would just follow, obedient.
Okay. Obedient.
Obedient. So,
Alright.
so I met Gary, my husband now, in college.
Yes.
And then I was bawal, so we were not
Okay.
allowed. So, but we still managed to. Well, for the young ones, it's called MU.
MU, mutual understanding.
Understanding.
Oh, wow.
Which is, I think now it can be translated to situationship.
Situationship.
Yes.
So nothing official, but you understand.
Yes, you understand.
Wink, wink.
There's something there.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long
Yeah,
were
so
you
that's how we
together
started.
until it was like official?
Yeah. We were friends for like 2 years, and
Okay.
then it became a situationship.
Okay.
And then 6 years before we got married.
Yes.
And then there, so we got married, and now we're together for 29 years or 28 years, almost 29.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so I love that.
Yeah. See, my short love story is it.
So first
But
and
that's
then
it.
last.
First and last.
First and last. That's good.
Yeah, it's
I don't
good.
think it happens very often these days
Yes,
anymore.
yes.
What do you think? I guess it's your dad, no? Because nga he was strict, so parang isa lang yung nakapasok. Ganun ba?
I don't know. I think I came from the time that you have a relationship with someone and always think long term.
Okay,
Like you always
yes.
you won't go into a relationship unless you think it's like the
Yes.
one.
I think that's the proper way to think.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm glad that it worked out for
Yes.
you guys.
So now we have
for
3
sure.
kids. So
Yes. Tell us about your kids as well.
Yeah. So I have 3 kids. The eldest is 27. That's Kobe, and then Zach is 25, another son, and then my daughter who's 18. She's Reese.
Wow.
Yeah.
All adults.
They're all grown
really
up.
grown up na talaga.
Yes.
And I mean, I always ask this because I'm not a mom, and I would always be curious. Are they all different?
Yes.
They're super different.
Yeah, so kids are actually, it's amazing how God creates
Human
really unique
beings.
human beings. They're all different.
Yes.
And you kind of have to customize your
Right,
parenting
yes.
to each kid to be able to nurture the personality and the child.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I always hear this, like when you have one child and then you're gonna have a next one. Some moms become nervous or like they're scared na, oh my gosh, do I have enough love inside of me
yes,
to give? And then they realize, oh my gosh, my heart can grow
Yeah.
pala. Like, how does that feel?
Yeah. So you think that you can only have one because
Yeah.
in your eldest, you're like poured
All
all
in,
of
yes.
yourself into him, and then another one's born, and the third one, and yeah, your heart really expands and multiplies, and yun nga, customized pa
Right,
the
right.
brand of care.
Yes.
I want to share that Mommy Mundo was born from Kobe's being a baby.
Yes.
So imagine that love for the son.
Correct.
It really sprung forth all these little
Wow.
the initiatives
Yes,
of
yes.
motherhood. So
I love it.
yeah. So I'd always say that if he was not a difficult child, because he was very clingy,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mommy would not have been born.
So he's a
Yeah.
gift. What a
He is
gift.
a gift,
He
yeah.
is a gift to everyone here,
Yeah.
right? All around the world
Yeah.
now even. So we'll
Yeah.
get into that also in a little while, actually in our next episode. So thank you so much
Yes.
for letting us into your more personal life. Is there anything else that you would like to share, you think, that is resonating with you, or you think people would relate to in terms of being a trailblazer?
From my childhood.
Like from your childhood, like what's an event or
yeah.
a situation?
I was also really active in school.
Mm-hmm,
Like I think it's really important that you don't just do academics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I was in the school paper. I'm sure you were too, right? Active
Actually,
in school.
no.
No, really?
I'm very like no school spirit kind of girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I was
yeah.
active in school,
Yeah.
and that kind of made me aware of my talents and my
Wow,
capabilities,
okay.
I guess. And then I realized that I was an organizer type of person.
Okay, yes.
So
yeah.
even with like files and then discovering, like I had planners that were colorful. And,
Wow.
And I love paper,
Yes.
things like that. And then I would organize like the class and class secretary.
And that was in your own volition, like you wanted to be part of organizations, nobody encouraged
Yeah.
you, ganyan.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I just did it on my own.
Diba? Oo.
True. If you're not like that, it's not
Yeah.
normal. So yeah, I
Yeah.
would join organizations and I would also enroll in all sorts of classes. Like
Wow.
I took voice lessons, which did
Wow.
not help at all.
Sorry,
I took voice
teacher.
lessons like tennis and then golf. I
Yeah.
took golf and then reading, like this reading dynamics, like
Okay.
that. All
yeah.
sorts.
Wow.
So I guess I was a learner. in
Yes,
that sense.
yeah,
So
learner ka
learner
talaga.
trying to learn new skills and then also connecting
Right.
with people.
I want to get into like tests also, like quizzes, meaning like human design. Are you familiar with human design? What is your
Yes,
human
I'm a
design?
managen.
Managen.
Manifesting
Oh,
generator.
same.
We're the same?
Yes, I'm
Oh my
Managen.
gosh,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, this is why you create so many
So many things
right?
at one time, at the same time.
And then I want to know also, do you know your strengths and strengths finder?
Yes.
Okay, what are your top 5?
So I wish I remember. My number one is empathy.
Okay, me too.
Yeah?
Yes,
Number
yes,
one,
yes. Number one, we're the same. yeah.
Yeah, so empathy,
Okay,
being able to
yes.
put yourself in other people's shoes. And then the 3 is
Yes.
strategic,
Okay,
futuristic,
yes.
and then shucks, it's gonna kill me. Strategic, futuristic, and then it's all execution.
Right. I'm also
Yeah.
strategic,
Yeah.
and I have maximizer.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have positivity. What's the other one?
I forgot my 2. But those are the top
Okay,
4. So
yeah.
empathy, strategic, futuristic, the 3.
Okay.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice to know.
Yeah.
Any other tests that we should... What is your-
My buyer's mix, BM.
Yeah, sige nga.
BM. What's buyer's mix? BM.
Yung INTJ? Yung
I am
INFJ, ganyan.
INTJ.
INTJ. I'm
yeah.
not familiar with mine. I think it
Yeah.
changes. That one changes kasi.
Oh, it changes?
Yes, depending on...
I want to take it again.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
take it again.
And then when you take it, it always says you're the rarest. Right?
Rare pala.
Ikaw din rare. I'm
Hindi
rare
ko
din.
alam
Yeah.
kung ano.
So INTJ is
Yes.
introvert. I forgot the N, but
Yeah.
I forgot the N. Anyways,
Next.
INTJ.
What is your love language? What do you
Oh,
like
yeah.
giving and receiving?
Yeah, my love language I think is really quality time
Okay.
and then words of affirmation.
Oh, I love
both.
words. I
Yeah.
love receiving words of affirmation.
Yeah.
And then quality time.
Quality
you
time.
said.
Yeah.
I'm not sure pa. What do you give? Do you give
I
that
give
also?
and take. Yeah, I
Give
give
take
and
both.
receive. Yeah, if
Both.
you spend time with me, you love me.
I love you.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much. This is our first of 3, I guess. And we'll be back. See you.
See ya.